Greetings, world, it is I, Andrew, the bearded lady from the Hairy Game Lords. And this evening, we have ventured to the planet Dune. What did we think? Find out.
Treachery!
Hipster King here from the Hairy Game Lords. We played Dune this evening, and I chose to be Baron Harkonnen. I just like the look of playing a fat guy, I'll be honest. And this guy looked amazing. And the other beautiful part of this one is that he is a treacherous traitor, in essence. Lots of I was able to get double the amount of treachery cards. Treachery cards are brilliant in this game because when you go into battle you use your treachery cards. They've got weapons, so I was stabbing people, poisoning people, got loads of extra defense, which meant when it came to battling I was really powerful. On the flip side, I was pretty poor most of the game. Got relatively early on, I was able to pick up some of the spice, which is the currency, which kept me going for a little while. And one of the other things I really like about the game is the way that you get hold of your treachery cards. 4 cards are drawn on the at that particular part of the game, and you bid on them. One of our other characters was able to look at the cards in advance and he played a bit of a good game. A couple of times I went in on cards thinking they were good and ended up wasting money on the cards that are completely worthless, which is a little bit of a frustration. This game was brilliant. I love it. It's so nice playing a game with a little bit more depth, a little bit more challenge, a little bit more tactics, and the opportunities, yes, to kind of do over your opponents, but then at certain points you get the opportunity to build alliances, and as an alliance you can then have rather than needing to control 3 areas, you need to control in total between the 2 of you 4. So it allows you potentially an easier win condition, although it's to get into that position isn't always easy. It's a long game. We were playing at 2.5 hours, but we were learning the game as we went. And reality was, I think that was only 5 rounds, possibly 6th round where the game ended. But this is brilliant. Do get in on it. I absolutely loved the weight was just right on this game, and we won. Hey!
Hello, it's moderately beardy James here, and we've been playing Dune. Dune is about life in the desert, where it's unforgiving and harsh, and mistakes can be made. This game, there's a lot of rules, and it's easy to forget some. The entire world revolves around spice, and I don't know, it's hard to keep track of how much spice you've got, and
It is not.
yeah, I'm sure that will pop up later in the review.
This is why we have these handy counters.
Apparently there are handy counters that help you keep track of how much spice you got. They're not that useful, really, as counters go. So, Dune, one of the things that stands out first is the really crisp graphic design. Is actually some of the best graphic design that I've seen in a game. It's immensely clear, beautiful colours of choices, and I think a very, very appealing design as you lose the game. So it's a game that's got really nice components, and I'm sure one of the Hairy Game Lords is going to show you the Wheel of Death as you go around. The thing that stood out to me as we were playing this game, apart from the abysmal mistakes that were made on my part, were the way that the different asymmetrical factions worked. But not only that, when you make an alliance, that's when the game truly shines. And the synergy... Dave's hurting at the moment. The synergy of 2 powers that are asymmetric but beautifully fitting together, in theory, is fantastic. And Dave and I almost ran away with the game, an amazing move.
By Dave.
By Dave, but I forgot, and I ran out of spice, and I got a load of guys, and I couldn't get them down onto the planet, and so Dave watched as we lost. And there was dancing and singing, and Yeah, Dave's gonna remember it. But apart from that, Dune is a really good game, and it's rough if you don't know how to play it.
Hi, Dave the Grey here. Dune is a great game. However, be very, very careful with your alliances. I'm standing here before you having made some mistakes. Mainly allying with James was my mistake. Everything was going well. I was holding my own. I was playing the Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV. I should have had loads of money. Unfortunately, these tightwads weren't bidding for treachery cards, as they should have been. So any money that's paid for treachery cards goes straight to the Imperial bank rather than into the spice pool. So I should have had loads of money, but they were being tight. So I was getting by. Made an alliance with James foolishly. I was about to pull off a stunning move.
Don't you mean we were?
No, I was about to pull off a stunning move. I had the family atomics. I was about to blow the shield wall, destroy Arakeen Carthag, which had a whole ton of Pete's Harkonnen forces in, and leave the whole thing open for me just to walk in and win. James had one job. One. Count them. One. One job. Hold them off for count them, one turn. What can I say? Just choose your allies very, very carefully. Other than that, though, I love this game. I'm Dave the Grey for a reason. I'm quite old. I think I first read Dune probably before James was actually born. God Emperor of Dune is a tough read when you're like 15, but actually it's probably the best one. Convince me I'm wrong down in the comments. But this game, it's got all of the backstory in. The board is absolutely gorgeous. So here you go. You've got the whole planet of Arrakis. All the locations are there. And basically it's a bit of area control. The worm crops up, spice appears, the worms are attracted to the spice, and if you're there gathering the spice when a worm turns up, all your men are dead. Unless, obviously, you're the Fremen. Hey. And then, like Andrew did, you get to ride the worm to any location on the board, because that's the kind of cheaty Fremen thing that those scum-sucking ratbags would do.
High five.
The Atreides, useless. Obviously, you know.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
Don't forgive. No forgiveness. And the Harkonnens are just dirty dog traitors. Stab everybody in the back, twice in the front, and away you go. There's also the Bene Gesserit and the Spacing Guild as well, who just have pots of money, and the sisters get to do all sorts of tricksy things as well, which is really cool. But no, if you like Dune, it's absolutely fantastic. These guys, they don't read. People nowadays, books, papery things. What's all this about? But they really enjoyed it as well without being massive Dune fans. For me, practically the perfect game. Apart from James.
So, obviously, I was the Fremen. Mainly because of the beards. So check out that beard there going on. Fantastic.
Third.
Looks like a bearded lady, I think, that one. Got beautiful eyes. Nice little kind of goatee going on there. We'll save him. Nice. Your classic beard. She's old. She's bound to have a beard. Check out that. Ooh, yes. The rugged, bearded man. Wonderful. Anyway, so as everyone said, the game looked beautiful. Components were really, really nice. Spice did flow and is really easy to keep track of. And in fact, although there is sometimes maybe a little bit of a daunting rulebook to read, Gale Force 9 have produced a whole load of really helpful videos that you can watch, which will help you and get used to the game. Although they do talk about it in all of the game language, so you do need to kind of like get a translation.
Read the book.
The what? For that. But the rule book, actually, once you get into the flow of things, it works really well. You've got those 9 phases that you play through, and it's very helpful. There's also a quick startup guide as well. Very helpful there. So the gameplay, just a lot of fun. I was doing all right. The beauty of the Fremen is I don't really have to spend much spice. In fact, I don't have to spend any spice to put my people into place, nor do I have to spend spice to energise them in a fight, and they do pretty well. So that was really good for me. I did keep on battering up against Pete's character, and he kept on... Oh, he was so annoying to fight because he just kept on rolling out these treachery cards, stabbing me in the face and all this stuff. But the beauty of it was when the alliances came about, because Pete was in a strong position, Dave was in a strong position, I was all right, James was
one guy
was weak, and Dave straight away was like, Pete, let's become one. And Pete said, I'll go with Andrew. And so we won! Just like that, because poor James forgot to use his head. Brilliant. So much fun. Yes, this game does take quite a while to play, but I can see this game, once you're getting used to those phases, and when we play again, it will be quicker because there won't be such a big sort of setup. I think this game will be brilliant with more players. Although the game is already long, we played with 4 tonight, I think the game, I don't mind the game being maybe that bit longer with more players, because I just think there'll be more rivalry, there'll be more spice flying around. It will be brilliant. So I can't wait for a Hairy Game Lord 6-player game of Dune. But go out and buy this game. You will not regret it. Lots and lots and lots of fun. Don't forget also...
What was he doing?
He's doing an S. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you like our reviews, we would love for you to give us a like, but also subscribe. It fills us with great joy when we see that subscriber ding. Oh yeah, and don't forget to put the bell on as well for notifications of when we produce videos for your viewing pleasure. Marvellous! Onwards to other games! Hey!